Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of What's Your Birthday Mashup. Today is June 6th, and I'm really excited to tell you what your birthday mashup is. For those of you who celebrate, happy birthday! Your birthday mashup for today is Ruin the Friendship from the Life of a Showgirl and But Daddy, I Love Him from the Tortured Poets Department. But if you combine the two songs together, you will get But Daddy, I Ruined My Friendship with Taylor. Indeed, he did. He told his dad that since he left London, he was crying at the gym, ruined his toys. He was at the Tortured Poets Department with a 2-week fate. So now he took responsibility for his actions and made the punishment way worse than expected. Rather than having eldest daughter and the Scooter and Scott situation and the man-made opals named the Kelseys, Elizabeth Taylor, Ophelia, it's kind of like the Little Mermaid, to be exactly known as But Daddy, I Love Him. But with every action Jeff Lang made ever since the beginning of the month, with Ruin the Friendship and Fortnite, Ruin the 2-week fate, I don't know what it's called, 2 weeks of ruining the friendship, that would be much worse than But Daddy, I Ruined the Friendship. Speaking of worse, I want to talk to you about something that has been said about the internet. It can be a little chaotic. Not little, but very chaotic. Last night, I heard that most of you guys hated my short, which, as far as I'm concerned, that I totally get why you hate it. But you disappointed me by not reading my texts or posts from my YouTube channel. If you read my posts, none of this would have happened, which made me feel very disappointed. I was not happy with the 5 dislikes, with the 2 likes, making it the most negative dislike ever, beating one of my 1 takes of lunch, or maybe something that's more of a masterpiece. Masterpieces are very important to me because when I become a singer-songwriter in the future, when I become a singer-songwriter, I want everyone to understand that I don't have to chase trends or generic radio-friendly hits or watered-down songs. I want to be the singer-songwriter who has their own label, takes control of their masters. I'm not talking about Taylor, but I want to be that singer-songwriter who takes control of their masters, who has control of their masters, keeps being their own boss, not disappointing fans, but making its own choices of singles, choices of songs, making it on the track list, whatever. When I do that for every album, it's going to be like, when I do the waterfall method for each album, fans are going to think, ooh, I think he's made a change. That would be one of the most intimate things that I could have done as a singer-songwriter. When I start writing my next album in the next month, everything is going to change from one album to the next, one era to the next, one song to the next. It's going to be 17 songs long on my 3rd album. No one's going to notice what I did. Nobody's going to notice what I've done since the day I started writing my first song, Hard to Reflect on Myself, which now reflects to the hate on the internet, the hate on my YouTube channel, which is everybody's favorite. I absolutely hate it when people dislike my shorts or videos more than they like it, because I always see a lot of positive comments like, I love it, I love this artist because they've done amazing things, and I love that one because they're better than radio-friendly hits. I totally get that. I totally get it. But what disappoints me the most is that seeing a bunch of hate on my short makes me feel very upset. So if you read my post from this week, you'll totally understand why you initially disappointed me. I've been trying to find the words that I wanted to go for. Taylor's not the art police. I'm not the art police. I'm not the trend police. I don't go for charts. I don't go for trends. I don't go for hits. I just want my songs to be more timeless. I want the songs to be like a masterpiece. Like in the 1970s, 80s, whatever decade you're from, I want all this to be more cinematic. Not just cinematic, but genre bending albums like a classic rock chameleon. That's how I want my music to sound like. Now I'm gonna be much more honest with you, other than talking about Ruin the Friendship and But Daddy I Love Him, combining it like But Daddy I Ruin the Friendship. I know Jeff Lang is very autistic. He has no self-control. He died, which we all know. Yesterday, Taylor released a song called I Knew It, I Knew You from Toy Story 5, which is in 2 weeks, which we talked about from Ruin the Friendship and So Long London. London is ruined. But what I want to say is that those who appreciate timeless masterpieces like way back when are true musical geniuses. Those who are influenced by musical geniuses and make cinematic masterpieces are musical geniuses. So they go in that section. But those who are a fan of radio-friendly, short songs, generic, watered-down hits are dumb enough to understand that, they're dumb enough to understand how music can be subjective. They don't have to listen to, generic, angsty heartbreak all the time. They can totally reflect on what the song is saying. They can totally reflect on what the music is talking about. They don't even understand how the music can be different from each other. And I totally get it. I have a bunch of cover albums waiting for me, like Plastic Hearts and Jazz, and I got the new hairstyle waiting for me, and the new album era shifting from my previous eras in the trees and in the weeds to Meet Me Behind the Mall. I could talk about this all day long, but for a moment of truth, I just want everyone to stay happy on my YouTube channel. I want all the love to be given to me. I want all the love that's more appreciative, more likes, more reflective, more honest, more open, more intimate. I could describe words that remain my YouTube channel, but you guys got to help me get to 50 subscribers so I can go live. I hope that understands you. Like I said, Jeff Lang was very autistic and doesn't reflect on his actions like But Daddy I Love Him and Ruin the Friendship. I'm hoping that he goes to jail and thinks about his actions during So Long London. Maybe he'll take an escape plan. Who knows? But for tomorrow, we'll talk about Ruin the Friendship and Fresh Out the Slammer, which is going to happen tomorrow. I'm hoping you guys watch. And remember, The Life of a Showgirl has 12 songs. The Torture Poets Department has 31 songs. Everyone has a birthday mashup. What's yours? I just talked about a lot today. I'm hoping you understand. And that is how Boo sees it.